USA! Welcome to Flag Stewards, be a stud citizen. Reminders from our flag. Relaying U.S. history and civics information for Friday, April 9th of 2021. Yes, today is National Former Prisoner of War, POW, Recognition Day. But before we get to that, we always want to know if our school or home or business has this flag at the right position. We've got one new half staff across parts of Florida, and that's an order from the governor to honor their U.S. representative. We've already had that national half staff for U.S. Representative Hastings earlier this week across the nation, but now specifically on Friday, it's a half staff in certain locations in Florida to honor him. All right, today's historical moment from our flag highlights one of the most horrific prisoner of war events during World War II. On this date, in 1942, the infamous Bataan Death March of captured American and Filipino prisoners of war, POWs, began in the Philippines. Approximately 70,000 American and Filipino prisoners were forced by their Japanese captors to march about 65 miles under very harsh conditions. Due to the extreme heat, lack of water or food, physical abuse by the guards, historians estimate more than 500 Americans and more than 11,000 Filipino prisoners died or were killed during the forced march. The National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day was established by the U.S. Congress in 1988, and the President issued a proclamation to commemorate the start of the Bataan Death March and honor the hundreds of thousands of Americans who've been prisoners of war since the American Revolutionary War. Today's inspirational quote from our flag pays tribute to one of America's most well-known and longest-held former prisoner of war during the Vietnam War. And who might that be? Well, very few people know anybody like John McCain, someone who suffered and had his body, yet not his spirit, broken for 6 years as a POW and who has served his nation. Again, this is a quote about then Lieutenant Commander John McCain in the U.S. Navy, a pilot who was shot down and then captured and held as a POW for 6 years. Crazy, long time. And this is him greeting Nixon in 1973. He went on to become, as most of you know, a U.S. Senator from Arizona and passed away, I believe it was last year. And we don't have, obviously, a fun event. There's no today's fun from our flag. It's really a wow from our flag, as you can relive through John McCain's own words some of his POW days if you watch this video that we've got posted here. And now it's time to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Students across America at home or school honoring the strength and sacrifice of America's prisoners of war, please unite and recite the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. Thanks for being part of today's U.S. Flag Tribute. This is Sean Sweeney, a fellow flag steward, signing off with Go Out and Be a Stud Citizen. That means be a good, awesome to each other citizen. Keep America beautiful, obviously on the outside, but let's keep it beautiful between each other on the inside as well. And remember, in God we trust.